Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to be talking to you about my self-tanning routine. As of recent, the last time I tanned, I didn't do full body. I don't do full body every time, especially like, in the winter months when I'm going to be wearing jeans or something. I don't really have to tan my legs because nobody can see them. So if I'm doing like, oh, I know I'm going out that weekend, or I have something coming up and I want specifically my décolleté and my face to be tan and be my shoulders, then I will do more of like a spot tanning or area tanning. No. Spot tanning is probably the most accurate. Now, one of the reasons I like the self-tanner that I'm about to talk to you about is because even if I cut it off at a certain point, if I blend it really well, you can't tell that I stop tanning at a certain spot. I know, like with a lot of self-tanners, you get streaks, you get lines, and I'm not saying that you won't get any whatsoever with this stuff. If you do it incorrectly, you might, but that's the reason that I'm here to talk to you on how to use it. Now, the brand that I use is called Isle of Paradise. Isle of Paradise. Now, this bottle's got still got quite a bit left. I bought this bottle this past summer, and I think I've used it like 8 times, and I still have quite a bit left. They have a medium and a dark. This is the dark, and it's called Isle of Paradise Vegan-Friendly, Cruelty-Free, Organic Self-Tanning Water. So it's a self-tanning water. Usually most self-tanners come like in a lotion or a mousse, so basically, let's see, it says self-tanning water with color-correcting additives. It has a violet base for natural bronzed glow with no streaks, no smells, or orange tones. So I can attest that. When I use this stuff, I don't feel orange. I don't feel like I'm streaky. But like with any self-tanner, you can have spots if you don't prep for this correctly. A little background on my skin. The way that I prep for mine is specifically aimed towards the fact that I have very dry skin. So like in the summertime, when I've been at the beach or I've been in the sun, I tend to get sunspots on my arms. There are some, but they're worse in the summertime. So I'll spend a few days out by the river and I'll be, I'll have that really nice tan going on, and then over time I get little patches. So the way that I guess attempt to correct that is by using this self-tanner, just because it still takes to the areas where I tend to lose my tan very easily from the sun. Okay, so the first step to prepping for self-tanning is I do some dry brushing. So basically, this brush, it's rough. It sounds a lot rougher than it is, but basically dry brushing is I get in the shower and I scrub all of my body, every inch of my body that I could possibly reach with this thing while it's dry. And that helps to kind of exfoliate, remove dead skin cells, remove any dry patches that maybe you aren't visible to the eye, but they're most definitely there, and they'll become visible once you do self-tanning if you don't exfoliate properly. I'll dry brush. I will then rinse off, use this brush one more time, and then that's when I go into shaving, whether it's shaving my legs, shaving my underarms, whatever it is that you need to shave, that would be the next step. And then after you shave, that's when you go in with, or you don't have to, but these are just the steps that I tend to take. I've been using this body scrub for maybe 3 years now. This is probably one of my most favorite products in the whole wide world. The bag's kind of dirty, ignore that, but this is called the Frank Body Scrub, and this is the original, and basically it is roasted and ground Robusta coffee blend along with brown sugar and sea salt and cold pressed almond oil. Basically it just buffs away any dry skin. So after I've done the dry brushing, after I have shaved everything, I then go in with this because not only does it help exfoliate your skin, but since it has the cold pressed almond oil in it, it's also very moisturizing. This bag cost me $17.95, and that's on frankbody.com. They have a few different scents. They have, I guess, different levels of how tough it is, but this one really, it does. I have extremely sensitive skin, and I think that this one's perfect for my eczema ridden skin. So this stuff, this really does, if anything, I feel like it helped me get rid of some of my eczema. All right, you guys might hear Copper in the background, but he's very needy. We're home alone, so he's crying because he has to be out there by himself. So once you've gotten your body wet, you scrub this all over your body, focus on each limb at least 2 to 3 minutes, rubbing in circular motions. And then if you have time, let it sit on your skin for at least 5 minutes. I think I would suggest 10 if you have the time. It's very rare that I have that much time to stand in the shower, but I'm typically doing this in the evening time when I'm about to go to bed, so I don't have anything else to do. So, you know, get on YouTube, put a video on, and, you know, let this product do its job. Once you are done with that step, that is when you are to moisturize. Now, I use the Aveeno Skin Relief Gentle Scent Lotion. I usually do unscented, but this one was on sale, and it says that it's gently scented. But this stuff's pretty awesome, very gentle on the skin, as it claims. When you are moisturizing the skin, you want to make sure that you are covering everything evenly, but also you want to focus on the knees, on the elbows, on the tops of your feet, and the palms of your hands. Now, obviously, we've all seen the people that walk around with the orange palms or the back part of your hand where it's just not even. I avoid that at all costs, so I actually wear gloves while I'm putting this stuff on because I've gotten it on my hands before. It's not attractive, and I mean, it took a day to come off, but still, it's not cute. So if you can avoid that, gloves, and kitchen gloves. There's nothing specific about the gloves, but it's just a barrier between your hands, and the product is great. And then at the end of everything, if you feel like you need to blend your tan from your arm onto your wrist, that is an easy step you can do at the very end. So once you've moisturized, you've focused putting a little more lotion on your elbows, knees, feet, ankles. That's when you go in with the Isle of Paradise Self-Tanning Water. Now, have my gloves on, imaginary gloves, got my spray, and then my sponge. So, you are standing in your bathroom. There is a towel under you just to make sure that you don't get any of the product anywhere. If you do get it anywhere, your stuff's not going to start turning brown, but it does have a film that if you get it on your floor, you're obviously going to feel it. So be sure to be standing on a towel and you're good to go. So basically, the way that I do it is I will start at my feet, my legs. So I don't necessarily tan my feet because I don't really think that I need it there. So what I'll do is I'll fold the towel over my feet to where maybe all you can really see are my ankles and my heels. I'll start at the base of my legs, one leg at a time. So I'll spray one leg from, around my ankle to maybe right above my knee. And you're gonna spray fast, do not let it dry. So once you've done a couple spritz, you take your sponge and you're going to, this is weird, but you're literally going to rub upwards with this bad boy, okay? And you wanna make sure that you're getting all around the leg completely evenly. And at the point where you stop spraying, you wanna make sure you're really rubbing that upward as well. Work your way up your leg, switch to the other leg, and then you will start working it up towards your upper body. So once the product dries, like once you get to about, halfway up your knee or wherever it is that you stopped, you continue with the spray again. You're gonna be getting to about your midsection, same thing, spritz, spritz, spritz. Make sure you are feathering it up evenly all the way around, same with your chest, blah, 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 blah. When you get to your arms, hold the arm out, spray, top and bottom, and you're going to rub upward in this fashion towards your décolleté, same with the other arm. Applying this just itself, this should maybe take you 3 minutes. It shouldn't take you long at all. This part's really, really fast because you're working really quickly. You don't want it to dry before you're able to rub it in, because if you do, then that's when you are at risk of getting some splotches. So then, once you get to the neck area, same thing, spritz, spritz, spritz. Since I do my face last, I'm working my way up to this area. So everything that I do is a sweeping motion that goes upward. I'm not rubbing it in, I'm not doing circular things, it's more of a sweep. So you're sweeping everything completely evenly, and you'll feel it dry as you go. So make sure that you are spraying evenly everywhere and just rub, 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 rub. So then once you get to the neck area, I will blend this up into like right around the edge of my face. But this company made another product that is aimed specifically towards your face. So this is the Isle of Paradise vegan-friendly cruelty-free and organic cruelty-free. No. Vegan-friendly, cruelty-free, and organic dark self-tanning drops. Now this is for your face and your body, but this tiny little container is just, there's too much body to cover, which is why I use this big guy for the body and I use this little guy for my face. So the directions on the back of this guy state: add 1 to 12 drops to your favorite moisturizer, mix together and apply to skin. More drops equals a deeper tan. Wash hands after application. Do's and don'ts. Must be mixed with moisturizer. Carry out a patch test. Oh, nobody actually does that, do they? Must be mixed with a moisturizer. Now, it says 1 to 12 drops. The 12 drops, I'm assuming, refers to if you're using it for your entire body. I only use this on my face. So, the moisturizer that I mix this with is the Aveeno Active Naturals Ultra Calming Nourishing Night Cream. The way that I mix this is I grab enough to cover my face and just right around the base of my neck. So, is this the base of your neck? That's the base. I don't know. Face to whatever the hell this is. It's enough to cover my face and about to here. And that, from what I've figured, since I've done a little bit of trial and error, it comes out to maybe 2 drops to maybe a quarter size amount of face lotion. When I am applying it to my face, I use this guy to apply it to my skin, so I don't have to use my hands, because I don't want my hands to turn orange. So once everything's all mixed together, you know, like on a little plate or whatever it is you happen to be using, that's when you can take this little guy, mix it all together, rub it on like so, and make sure that you are pulling it down completely evenly so you don't get patchy, and you're going to keep buffing it in until it feels like the lotion has completely dried on your skin. Now, like the bottle says, the more drops you use, the darker the tan is. This is basically what it comes out to with just 2 drops. You don't need a lot, you don't need anything crazy. With this guy, your tan develops between 4 to 6 hours, so that you need to give it that much time before you get wet, before you hop in the shower, before you work out and start sweating. So with both of these, you want to make sure that after you apply them, you allow yourself enough time to dry. I can honestly say it doesn't take long to dry. It develops in a period of 4 to 6 hours, but in my opinion, I feel like it dries in 30 minutes. So it's actually really, really fast, and it gives you a beautiful bronzy glow. Now, this is not sponsored because I'm not that cool, but definitely one of my favorite products. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Love me! Hello? This is some kind of game. When you are. And don't forget to hit. Oh my god, I just spit everywhere. Alrighty then. No, it is not juice.